Hello, in this video, let's look at how to divide fractions. So if we are dividing a number by a fraction, it is the same as multiplying that number by the reciprocal of the fraction. The reciprocal is also known as inverse, and we can also call it a flip. So when we take a number and we flip it upside down, that is basically what we're multiplying by. Now, why is that the procedure? Why do we do this? All we're doing in reality is we're changing the notation. Now here is an example. Here is 5 divided by 6. The horizontal line, of course, means the division. So we can say that this is the same as 5 divided by 6, which of course is 6 over 1. But we can also write the same number as 5 times 1 divided by 6, because if we were to multiply these two fractions, we would be multiplying straight across and we would get 5 over 6. So what we see here is the same exact situation. 5 divided by 6 can be written two different ways. One as a multiplication by the inverse of what we were dividing by. So here we're dividing by 6. And to do this procedure, it is the same as multiplying by the 6 upside down, or 1 over 6. That is exactly the procedure that we're using each time we're dividing by a fraction. So let's do it. Here we have 3 examples. The first one is 3/4 divided by 5/12. So first thing we do is we flip the number we're dividing by. So 5/12 will turn into 12 over 5, which now gives us 3/4 times 12 divided by 5. Now, if we can reduce, we do this. If we don't, we multiply straight across. Now, we notice that 4 goes into 12 3 times, and we have 3 times 3, which is 9, divided by 5, which is 9/5. If we need to write it as improper fraction, which we often do, to switch from improper fraction to the mixed number, which often we have to do, let's do that. We need to see how many times does 5 go into 9, which is once, and then the remainder is 4. So the 9/5 is the same as 1 and 4/5. This is our final answer. Now let's see if it is the same answer if we use the calculator. So here we're going to check using the calculator. Let's type in 3, in parentheses, 3/4 divided by 5/12. And it's a good idea to use parentheses for the order of operations. The answer is 1.8, so the whole part is 1. And to see if the fractional part is correct, all we need to do is take the decimal, 0.8, and convert that piece into the fractions. So the first choice is math into the fractions, and that answer is 4/5. So indeed, we have 1 and 4/5 as our final answer. Now let's look at another example. So here we have one mixed number divided by the proper fraction. So the first thing we do is we convert the mixed number into the improper fraction. To do this, we multiply 1 times 4 by the denominator and add that number to the top. 1 times 4 is 4, plus 1 makes 5, so we have 5 divided by 4. And then we divide in that number by 3/8. So this is what the problem actually looks like if we rewrite the question as mixed number as improper fraction. That's the first step. Now we flip the number we're dividing by, and that makes 5/4 times 8/3. Once again, the next step is reduce. 4 goes into 8 twice, which makes 5 times 2, that's 10, divided by 3. 10/3 is the same as 3.333, which is 3 1/3. That's our final answer. To type it in the calculator, we would use the trick of typing in 1 1/4 as 1 plus 1/4. So here, let's clear, 1 plus 1/4 is exactly 1 1/4 divided by 3/8. 3/8, and we expect to see 10/3. 3.333, that should be 10/3. That's converted back into the decimals, from the decimals to fractions, and the answer is 10/3, just like we expected. Last example. So here we have two mixed numbers that we're dividing, and the procedure is the same. We convert each of the mixed numbers into improper fraction first, and then we use the division. So the first number, 2 3/5, to convert into the improper, we multiply the 2 by the denominator. 2 times 5 is 10, plus 3 is 13/5. The same procedure on the second number. 1 times 15 is 15, plus the 4 is 19, so we have 19/15. The next step is we flip the number we're dividing by. So we have 13/5, and instead of 19/15, we're now multiplying by 15/19. 5 goes into 15 3 times, and we have 3 times 13, which is 39, divided by 19. And if we wanted to convert it into the mixed number, again, 19 goes into 39 twice, which makes 38, leaving us with a remainder of 1 divided by 19. So this is our final answer for this question. Now let's check it with a calculator. So here's the calculator, clear. Let's type in the first number. It's 2 plus 3/5 divided by, and then the next number is 1 plus 4/15. And here's the answer. It's 2 point something. Now let's remove 2 from that answer and see the decimal. This decimal is supposed to be 1/19. Let's see if it is. Take math, convert it into from fraction to decimal, and the answer is 1/19. So we get the same exact answer, 2 and 1/19. That confirms our answer. And that's it for this video. This is how to divide a number by a fraction. So here are the examples once again. We take whatever number we have and we change from the division to multiplication by using the reciprocal. And that's it for this video. If you have any questions on anything, please let me know. If you have any of your own questions that you wish to have discussed, also send them forward and I'll be happy to look into it. Thank you so much for your time. Take care.